Welcome to Ancient Conspiracies Podcast. I'm your host, Ben Carter. Deep beneath the azure surface of the Atlantic, shrouded in mystery and conjecture, the lost city of Atlantis continues to confound scholars and ignite the imaginations of those who dare delve into the depths of the unknown. But what if Atlantis was not an isolated civilization? What if its influence extended far beyond its watery grave, seeding itself across the globe in colonies that mirror its grandeur and sophistication? In the shadowy corners of history, scattered fragments bear testament to a theory that has been whispered among scholars and explorers for centuries: that the Atlanteans, far from being confined to their mythical island, established colonies across the globe. These colonies, some suggest, were repositories of Atlantean wisdom and technology, havens of advanced knowledge that have left indelible marks on the civilizations that succeeded them. Poring over ancient texts and examining archaeological anomalies, a select group of researchers has begun piecing together a startling hypothesis: the diaspora of Atlantis. From the grand pyramids of Egypt to the enigmatic stone spheres of Costa Rica, these investigators point to uncanny similarities in architecture, technology, and spiritual beliefs as evidence of a common source: an Atlantean origin. In the heart of Central America, the Olmec civilization suddenly sprang into existence around 1500 BC, with a level of sophistication that defies conventional historical narratives. The Olmecs, often hailed as the first great Mesoamerican civilization, left behind colossal stone heads, intricate jade figurines, and a complex system of writing. But where did this advanced knowledge originate? Could the Olmecs have been influenced by an even older, more advanced civilization? On the other side of the world, the ancient civilization of the Indus Valley, contemporary to the Olmecs, also exhibited a level of sophistication that baffles historians. Their cities, meticulously planned and equipped with sophisticated drainage systems, were marvels of engineering. Yet the civilization appeared to emerge almost out of nowhere, raising tantalizing questions about its origins. Similar mysteries pervade the histories of the ancient civilizations of Egypt, China, and the Americas. Intricate pyramids, massive stone structures, and advanced astronomical knowledge seem to suggest a common thread connecting these disparate cultures. Could these be the scattered seeds of Atlantis, colonies established by a civilization that was far more widespread and influential than we have ever imagined? These questions, loaded with implications, challenge our understanding of history, pushing us to reconsider what we think we know about our past. The echoes of Atlantis, it seems, are not confined to the ocean depths. They reach out across the globe, leaving tantalizing traces in their wake and beckoning us to follow the trail of the lost Atlantean colonies. To fully grasp the breadth of this hypothesis, one must immerse oneself in the landscapes and cultures that may have been touched by Atlantis. Imagine the vast expanses of the African savanna, the rugged highlands of the Andes, the dense jungles of Mesoamerica, and the fertile plains of the Indus Valley. All areas teeming with vibrant cultures that, despite geographic boundaries, share uncanny similarities in their early histories. In Egypt, an ancient civilization arose on the banks of the Nile around 3100 BC, giving birth to one of the world's earliest and most enduring cultures. The Egyptians are renowned for their monumental pyramids, their sophisticated understanding of mathematics and astronomy, and their deeply spiritual worldview, all hallmarks of a highly advanced society. Yet there is an eerie echo of these attributes in civilizations thousands of miles away. Across the Atlantic, in the heartland of the Americas, the Maya civilization flourished. They too built vast cities, devised a complex calendar system, and maintained a spiritual connection to the cosmos. Their pyramids, while architecturally distinct, share a similar purpose to Egyptian pyramids, serving as both tombs for the elite and ceremonial centers. Meanwhile, in the remote reaches of the Pacific, the ancient Polynesians navigated thousands of miles of open ocean, colonizing distant islands with remarkable precision. Their navigational techniques, which relied heavily on celestial observation, are strikingly similar to those purportedly used by the Atlanteans. In the remote valleys of the Himalayas, the ancient Tibetans developed a spiritual tradition steeped in mysticism and metaphysical exploration, bearing a striking similarity to the spiritual beliefs attributed to Atlantis. Each of these civilizations, diverse and geographically separated, bear striking resemblances to each other and to the hypothesized civilization of Atlantis. From architectural feats to astronomical knowledge, from spiritual traditions to maritime capabilities, the fingerprints of Atlantis seem to be imprinted on these ancient cultures. This leaves us with an intriguing possibility. Could these similarities be mere coincidence, the result of independent evolution? Or could they point towards a shared origin, a common ancestral civilization that seeded its knowledge across the globe? As we delve deeper into the mysteries of these ancient civilizations, we may yet uncover the threads that bind them to the lost colonies of Atlantis. The lost colonies of Atlantis theory, as tantalizing as it is, would not have gained the traction it has without the contributions of several key figures and the discovery of intriguing ancient texts and artifacts. Plato, the ancient Greek philosopher, is central to this enigma. In his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, he describes Atlantis as a technologically advanced civilization that existed 9,000 years before his own time. He details an island nation of extraordinary wealth and power, a civilization that was a formidable naval power with colonies spanning beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar. Ignatius Donnelly, a 19th-century American congressman and writer, brought the Atlantis theory back into popular consciousness with his book, Atlantis, the Antediluvian World. In it, he argued that all known ancient civilizations were remnants of this lost superpower. Donnelly's theories, while viewed with skepticism by mainstream academia, ignited public fascination and inspired a new wave of exploration and speculation. In the 20th century, the work of Graham Hancock further stoked this fascination. In his book, Fingerprints of the Gods, Hancock proposed that a mother culture, possibly Atlantis, had seeded advanced knowledge in ancient civilizations around the world. He pointed to the uncanny similarities in architecture, mythology, and astronomical knowledge as evidence of this diffusion. The Popol Vuh, a sacred text of the Quiché Maya, offers intriguing parallels to the Atlantis narrative. It speaks of a great civilization that was destroyed by a cataclysmic flood, a narrative thread common to many ancient cultures. This, coupled with the Mayans' advanced astronomical knowledge and pyramid construction, has led some to speculate on a possible Atlantean connection. Archaeologists have uncovered further tantalizing clues. The discovery of the Richat structure, also known as the Eye of the Sahara, has led some to propose it as the possible location of Atlantis, its concentric rings mirroring Plato's descriptions. Similarly, the megalithic structures of Nan Madol, an ancient city in Micronesia, have drawn comparisons to the purported Atlantean architecture. Built atop a coral reef, with artificial islets separated by tidal canals, Nan Madol is an incredible feat of ancient engineering. These texts, discoveries, and figures have woven a tapestry of mystery around the possible existence and influence of Atlantis. As we delve further into the evidence, we might yet discover the threads of truth that connect these disparate cultures to the lost colonies of Atlantis. The anomalies and peculiarities that surround this theory are as mesmerizing as they are perplexing. The most compelling ones revolve around advanced knowledge and technologies that seem incongruous with conventional historical understanding. Take the Great Pyramid of Giza, for instance. It's aligned with remarkable precision to the cardinal points, a feat that requires advanced astronomical knowledge. This, coupled with the pyramid's sophisticated construction, raises questions about the source of such profound knowledge. Some propose that this could be a legacy of the Atlanteans, whose advanced civilization Plato described in detail. Another compelling element is the presence of pyramids across different continents. From Egypt to Mesoamerica and as far as China, these structures share striking similarities despite being erected by civilizations that supposedly had no contact with each other. This pattern of pyramid building across disparate civilizations is seen by some as an echo of Atlantean influence, a cultural fingerprint left behind by this lost civilization. Then there are the mysteries of the ancient city of Tiahuanaco in Bolivia. Its famed Gate of the Sun, carved from a single block of andesite granite, showcases an intricate depiction of an entity holding rods, surrounded by winged effigies and exotic creatures. The level of precision and detail in the carving hints at a level of technological sophistication incongruous with the era in which it is believed to have been built. Furthermore, the underwater ruins off the coast of Yonaguni, Japan, present another enigma. This submerged structure, with its precise 90-degree angles and flat parallel faces, suggests an architectural knowledge that surpasses what is expected of the Jomon culture of that time. Some propose these ruins as evidence of a lost Atlantean colony, submerged by the same cataclysm that sank Atlantis. The most puzzling aspect of these anomalies is that they exist within civilizations that, according to conventional history, should not have had the means or knowledge to construct such advanced structures. Could these be remnants of Atlantean colonies, evidence of a once global civilization? As we continue to examine the evidence, the possibility that these anomalies are traces of the lost civilization of Atlantis becomes increasingly intriguing. Despite the compelling narratives and tantalizing conjectures, it is crucial to approach these theories with a critical eye, examining the evidence from a variety of perspectives. It is here where scientific scrutiny and alternative interpretations come into play, sifting through the layers of myth, legend, and speculation to find the kernels of truth that may lie within. Carbon dating, for instance, is one of the key tools used by scientists to determine the age of artifacts. This method, however, relies on the assumption that the rate of carbon decay has remained constant over the centuries, an assumption that some challenge. Moreover, carbon dating only works on organic materials, rendering it ineffective for dating stone structures like pyramids or underwater ruins. Thus, while carbon dating can provide a rough timeline, its limitations make it insufficient in conclusively linking these artifacts to Atlantis. Physical artifacts, such as those found at Tiahuanaco or the underwater ruins off Yonaguni, present their own challenges. The intricate carvings and precise angles suggest a level of technological sophistication that appears anachronistic. However, without concrete evidence to link these artifacts to a known Atlantean civilization, we can only speculate about their origin. DNA analysis, another scientific method, is often utilized in tracing human migration patterns. Yet, without any verified Atlantean DNA to compare with, this method falls short in confirming any Atlantean connection. Symbols and architecture, such as pyramid construction, provide intriguing parallels across different civilizations. Yet, could these similarities be due to convergent evolution, different societies independently developing similar solutions to common problems, rather than a shared cultural heritage from Atlantis? In the absence of definitive proof, the enigma of lost Atlantean colonies remains shrouded in mystery. Each piece of evidence, each anomaly, offers a tantalizing hint of a narrative far more complex and far-reaching than our conventional understanding of history. Yet as we continue to probe these mysteries with both scientific rigor and an open mind, we tread the line between established fact and captivating conjecture. The truth, as it often does, likely lies somewhere in between. In the face of such compelling anomalies and tantalizing hints at a complex narrative, we encounter a strong undercurrent of skepticism from mainstream academia and institutions. Renowned historians, archaeologists, and geneticists frequently challenge the theory of lost Atlantean colonies, citing a lack of concrete evidence and the risk of bending scientific methodology to fit enticing but speculative narratives. Institutional skepticism is often rooted in the rigorous standards of scientific inquiry. For instance, the scientific method demands verifiable evidence, reproducibility, and peer review to establish the validity of a theory. Given the absence of definitive proof, such as unambiguous artifacts or verified Atlantean DNA, the lost colonies theory struggles to meet these rigorous criteria. Moreover, some scholars argue that the theory of Atlantean colonies inadvertently dismisses the ingenuity and accomplishments of ancient civilizations such as the Egyptians, Mayans, or Sumerians. By attributing their advancements to a hypothetical lost civilization, we may inadvertently devalue the rich histories and innovations of these cultures. In addition, some critics suggest that the theory relies heavily on conjecture and interpretation of circumstantial evidence. For instance, disparate architectural similarities across cultures could be explained by convergent evolution or the independent development of similar structures due to shared environmental conditions and needs. A common counter-argument is Occam's razor, a principle urging that the simplest explanation, usually the one that requires the fewest assumptions, should be favored. For skeptics, the idea that these ancient civilizations developed independently is a simpler explanation than a lost Atlantean colony disseminating knowledge around the globe. Yet, despite the skepticism, the theory continues to captivate the imagination of many. It persists at the fringes of mainstream academia, propelled by tantalizing artifacts, unexplained anomalies, and the enduring allure of a lost civilization. While institutional academia may demand more conclusive evidence, the search for lost Atlantean colonies continues, driven by those who believe that history may be more mysterious and interconnected than it initially appears. As the quest for answers continues, it's crucial to approach the enigma with both scientific rigor and an open mind, maintaining a healthy balance between skepticism and credulity, between established facts and captivating conjecture. The mystery of the lost Atlantean colonies remains as compelling as ever, a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown. The implications of the lost Atlantean colonies theory extend beyond the confines of history and archaeology, permeating deeper facets of human existence such as spirituality, metaphysics, and our understanding of divine narratives. The notion that a highly advanced civilization may have existed and influenced the development of cultures worldwide invites a radical rethinking of human origins and the concept of divinity within varied cultures. Consider, for instance, the many creation myths found across diverse cultures. These myths often contain striking similarities, stories of a great flood, of gods bestowing knowledge upon humanity, of ancient beings teaching the arts of civilization. If the Atlantean colonies theory holds water, could these similarities in creation myths be echoes of an Atlantean influence? From this perspective, the Atlanteans could be recast not merely as an advanced civilization, but as a divine or semi-divine entity. The knowledge they disseminated might be viewed as divine wisdom, their influence on world cultures as a divine mandate. The parallels drawn between the lost colonies and divine narratives could potentially shift our understanding of divinity from a purely metaphysical concept to one intertwined with human history and prehistory. Furthermore, the possibility of an Atlantean influence on religious symbols and rituals cannot be dismissed. For instance, the prevalence of pyramid structures in religious architecture across diverse cultures, from the Mayans to the Egyptians, could be interpreted as an Atlantean imprint. Similarly, the use of sacred geometry, seen in the design of temples, sacred texts, and religious art across cultures, might be traced back to Atlantean knowledge. On a metaphysical level, the theory of Atlantean colonies could challenge our understanding of human consciousness. If the Atlanteans were indeed a highly advanced civilization, they might have possessed an elevated level of consciousness, a heightened spiritual awareness. Could their purported influence on other civilizations then be seen as a catalyst for spiritual evolution, a seeding of higher consciousness across the globe? In the end, the theory of lost Atlantean colonies opens a Pandora's box of profound questions that challenge our conventional understanding of human history, spirituality, and the divine. It invites us to look beyond the known, to delve into the realm of mysteries and hidden truths. Whether or not the theory is eventually validated, its exploration unveils a richer, deeper, and more enigmatic narrative of our shared human journey. In the realm of popular culture, the Atlantean narrative has been woven into numerous forms of media, crafted into tales that captivate and intrigue. The lost city of Atlantis and its potential colonies have become a fertile ground for storytellers, a canvas on which to paint tales of ancient wisdom, lost civilizations, and hidden knowledge. From Edgar Case's readings on Atlantis to J.R.R. Tolkien's fictionalized version in his Middle-earth legendarium, authors have long been captivated by the rich lore surrounding the lost city and its colonies. Atlantis has been depicted as a utopia of advanced technology and spiritual enlightenment, a dystopia doomed by its own hubris and everything in between. These depictions, while varied, typically share a common theme: the notion of a once great civilization that fell from grace, leaving behind remnants of its knowledge and wisdom in scattered colonies around the world. In the world of film and television, Atlantis has been portrayed in ways that range from the fantastical to the speculative. Movies like Disney's Atlantis: The Lost Empire paint a picture of a technologically advanced civilization hidden beneath the ocean, while documentaries on channels like History and Discovery delve into theories of Atlantean colonies, exploring potential archaeological evidence and cultural parallels. The influence of the Atlantean theory extends to the digital realm as well. YouTube channels dedicated to ancient mysteries often discuss supposed Atlantean colonies, presenting theories and evidence to a global audience. Social media platforms play host to communities of enthusiasts who share, debate, and dissect theories about the lost city and its colonies. Within these alternative communities, the Atlantean narrative plays a significant role. It provides a framework for those seeking alternative explanations for humanity's history and spiritual evolution. For these individuals, the theory of Atlantean colonies offers a tantalizing glimpse into a world that mainstream academia usually disregards. It fuels a desire for hidden knowledge, for secrets buried beneath layers of history and dogma. From literature to cinema, from digital content to alternative communities, the theory of Atlantean colonies has woven itself into the fabric of our culture. It stands as a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with the mysteries of our past and the tantalizing possibility of hidden knowledge waiting to be unearthed. It is a narrative that continues to evolve, shaped by the collective imagination of those who dare to dream beyond the boundaries of conventional wisdom. Yet, even within this realm of alternative history and suppressed knowledge, there are narratives that push the boundaries even further, delving into areas of speculation that would seem outlandish to most. These are the fringe theories, the esoteric extensions of the Atlantean narrative that reach beyond the terrestrial and into the realms of the extraterrestrial, the supernatural, and the metaphysical. One such theory posits that the Atlanteans were not merely advanced humans, but were, in fact, extraterrestrials. Proponents of this theory argue that the technological prowess of the Atlanteans, as described in ancient texts, is a clear indicator of a civilization far more advanced than any that could have existed on Earth at the time. They suggest that the true home of the Atlanteans was not Earth, but a distant star system, and that they established colonies here as part of an interstellar empire. Then, there's the theory that the Atlanteans were masters of time manipulation. This narrative suggests that the Atlanteans had discovered a way to navigate the currents of time, allowing them to establish colonies not just in distant lands, but in distant eras as well. The disappearance of Atlantis in this context is not a destruction, but a shift, a deliberate leap through time to escape a cataclysm, or perhaps to shape the course of human history. In the realm of the spiritual and metaphysical, there are theories that propose the Atlanteans as interdimensional beings. These beings, it is speculated, could traverse the boundaries between dimensions, inhabiting and influencing our reality in ways that are beyond our comprehension. The ruins and relics attributed to Atlantis are, in this view, not remnants of a lost civilization, but markers left by these interdimensional visitors, clues to a reality that exists parallel to our own. Lastly, there are those who speculate on the existence of hidden Atlantean bloodlines. These theorists propose that the descendants of Atlantis have lived among us throughout history, preserving their ancient knowledge and subtly influencing the course of human events. These supposed bloodlines, they argue, can be traced through historical figures and influential families, a silent testament to the enduring legacy of Atlantis. These theories, while unorthodox, paint a picture of Atlantis that is as fascinating as it is fantastical. They represent the human desire to probe the mysteries of the universe, to look beyond the veil of reality and seek answers in the unknown. These narratives, no matter how outlandish they may seem, are an essential part of the Atlantean lore, a testament to the enduring allure of the lost city and its colonies. They remind us that Atlantis, whether real or imagined, continues to captivate the human imagination, beckoning us to explore the boundaries of possibility. As we delve deeper into the labyrinth of Atlantean lore, we encounter more questions than answers. The riddle of Atlantis, rather than being solved, seems to expand, to evolve, and to entwine itself with our own history and destiny. The myriad theories we've explored hint at a civilization far advanced of its time, capable of feats of engineering, science, and spirituality that baffle us even today. Yet with each proposed explanation, the enigma of Atlantis only grows more profound. Consider the idea of Atlantis as a hub of extraterrestrial activity. If true, it would mean that our ancestors were not alone, and that we are, in fact, part of a larger cosmic family. It would imply that the universe is more populated and interconnected than we ever imagined. Yet, how would such a revelation impact our understanding of ourselves, our history, and our place in the cosmos? Then there's the theory of the Atlanteans as masters of temporal manipulation. If they truly had the ability to navigate the currents of time, what does that imply about our understanding of time itself? Is time, as they might have known it, a malleable fabric that can be folded, twisted, and traversed at will? And if so, have they truly disappeared, or do they continue to exist in a time frame beyond our reach? The notion of the Atlanteans as interdimensional beings is similarly mind-boggling. If they could traverse dimensions, does that imply the existence of other realities parallel to our own? If these dimensions exist, how do they interact with our own reality, and what role might the Atlanteans play in this cosmic dance? Finally, the theory of hidden Atlantean bloodlines presents us with another tantalizing possibility. If the descendants of Atlantis have been living among us, subtly influencing the course of human events, what might this mean for our own identities and histories? Could we, unbeknownst to ourselves, carry within us the legacy of this ancient civilization? The mysteries of Atlantis, its colonies, and its legacy continue to captivate us. These theories, each more intriguing than the last, challenge us to push the boundaries of our understanding, to question our assumptions, and to look beyond the veil of the known world. They invite us to venture into the uncharted waters of possibility, where the line between history and mythology blurs, and the echoes of a lost civilization continue to reverberate. As we ponder these unanswered questions, we are led to wonder, what if the legends are true? What if Atlantis was not a myth, but a reality? The implications are as vast as the ocean that supposedly swallowed the lost city. Atlantis continues to beckon from the depths, a siren call to the curious, the daring, and the dreamers. Thanks for listening. This has been another episode of Ancient Conspiracies Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to Ancient Conspiracies Podcast on Patreon. Subscribe now.